Every year, there's that one film that captures the collective imagination of moviegoers, critics, and industry insiders, sending ripples through the box office and sparking intense debate about its place in the upcoming awards season. Think back to Everything Everywhere All at Once or Top Gun: Maverick, both films that dominated the conversation and eventually earned spots in the coveted Best Picture category. This year, that film is Ryan Coogler's Sinners, a film that has rapidly moved from being a mere curiosity to a serious Oscar contender, all thanks to its impressive box office hold and runaway buzz. It's still early days, but the numbers speak for themselves. Sinners saw an almost unheard-of 6% drop in its second weekend, an anomaly in today's box office landscape where films typically experience around a 50% dip. The film's robust word of mouth is the story of the spring, but it's not just its commercial success that has the industry talking. Sinners is also sparking a conversation about its potential Oscar run. Coogler, who has proven himself as one of Hollywood's most visionary directors with hits like Black Panther, is quickly earning the title of the next Christopher Nolan, an auteur who bridges the gap between blockbuster spectacle and serious adult fare. Much like Nolan a decade ago, Coogler is on the verge of shaking up the Oscars' traditional mindset. Remember when Nolan's The Dark Knight wasn't nominated for Best Picture? That snub led the Academy to expand the Best Picture category, hoping to include more mainstream tentpole films. In a similar vein, Coogler's blend of genre and gravitas could be just what the Academy needs. Films like Top Gun, Maverick, and Wicked have shown that box office clout, when paired with critical success, can earn a spot at the table. Sinners has that same power, but it also comes with the pedigree of Coogler, whose previous films have earned a staggering 13 Oscar nominations. But, as with any awards race, there's always a caveat. Sinners is a vampire thriller, a pulpy one at that. It's a film with blood, sweat, and a healthy dose of sexiness. Not exactly what you would typically expect to see come Oscar nomination time. However, as much as the Academy has traditionally been allergic to genre films, especially those that lean into horror, there's no denying that the definition of what constitutes an Oscar movie has been evolving at an astonishing rate. Consider Everything Everywhere All at Once, a film that mixed absurdist humor with heartfelt drama and became an Oscar juggernaut. Barbie, a mainstream blockbuster, managed to land a Best Picture nomination, as did The Zone of Interest. These films prove that the Oscars have become more inclusive, and films are no longer required to fit into one specific mold. If Sinners is making waves with audiences and critics alike, that alone makes it worthy of serious consideration. As I see it, the question isn't whether Sinners will be an Oscar contender. It's whether it can be one of the top 10 films when the race wraps up in January. If so, we are in for one hell of an award season. Of course, there's the matter of Sinners making the so-called prestige pivot, the critical move where a commercially successful film demonstrates it's more than just a fun ride, but a serious piece of art. On the surface, Coogler's film might appear to be just another genre piece, but a closer look reveals a depth that could propel it into serious awards contention. Sinners tackles themes of Black culture, the commodification of Black identity, and the complex relationships between Black creators and white financial power. These aren't just throwaway themes. They're the kind of weighty topics that resonate with the Academy's evolving tastes, especially given the industry's current focus on diversifying its lens. One of the film's biggest assets is that it's an entirely original story. Coogler didn't just direct Sinners, he personally negotiated a deal to retain the rights to the story for 25 years, ensuring that it remains a personal and meaningful project for him. This deep personal connection to the material is something that will undoubtedly shine through, especially as the film garners more attention and critical acclaim. In fact, the film's journey has already become somewhat of a cause célèbre, with trade outlets like Variety's Clayton Davis making a bold statement. Sinners doesn't ask for the Academy's vote. It demands a reflection. If the film can maintain this momentum, its strongest chances will likely come in the craft categories, where genre films often shine. Given its atmospheric sound design and original song, I Lied to You, co-written by Raphael Saadiq, nominations in sound and original song are almost a certainty. In fact, that song plays during one of the film's standout sequences, making it a serious contender in that category. Coogler's past collaborations with industry legends like costume designer Ruth E. Carter, Productio,